I have many updates for you. Like many updates. Where to start? First and foremost, big change with the plan. The original stainless steel countertop idea, thrown away. Gone, done. There's literally another countertop installed that I'm looking at right now. Basically what happened is the guy that my brother knows that does this stuff, he is just swamped. It's his busiest season as well. He mainly does stainless steel fittings for like ductwork. He just can also do other fun things like this, but he was like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be a long time before I can take on something like that.
In this case, a long time was like multiple months, and we were already multiple months into this, so it was kind of like a non-negotiable, and unfortunately just did not work out. I say unfortunately for a couple of reasons. One, all the work to now pull up all of the countertops that we had installed. And two, the treacherous, laborious, loud, awful, physically painful, and just incredibly taxing job of breaking all of the tiles off of this wood was for nothing. Yeah. That kind of broke my heart. However, it also is a positive because we of course had to pivot, and when I say we, I actually mean it because I now had some say in what was going to be the new countertop. Very luckily for me, they happen to have, I think, like some sort of sale or discount going for a lot of their butcher blocks, which coincidentally happens to be like my dream countertop. Who would have thunk it? Here we are getting the butcher block. And honestly, I was just tickled pink with the whole thing. Like, yes, it was unfortunate, the waste of the time and energy and all that kind of stuff with the other countertop, but this is like a dream come true. So really, I had no complaints. I was and am very happy.
Oh my god, that is beautiful! Oh, it looks insane. Wow. Here she is in all of her glory. There's a couple of little pieces that we have to, you know, fix up a little bit here and there, but come on. She is beautiful. The stain is gorgeous. I'm absolutely obsessed. I do have this piece over here as well. As you can see, it looks a bit different. The one over here I have not sealed yet. This is basically how it came when we bought it. So it was pre-stained, but not pre-sealed. Which, in the continuation of this being a learning process, there's lots of different ways that you can finish a butcher block. One of them is actually using a polyacrylic is what it's called, which is what I did over here. And the other option would be using an oil and a conditioner so that you can literally cut fruit, veggies, whatever you want on the countertop, use it as a cutting board. You just have to like regularly season it, as in like condition it, so that it doesn't warp, break, crack, those kinds of things. Initially, the plan was to save this little section of countertop over here. That's going to be more like the prep top area because that's where like the stove is and my garbage is in like this cupboard here. And this is where that is the drawer. I don't know. We don't need the names for everything. That's not important. So that's sort of like the food prep area. So me and my brother had the thought of like, maybe we'll save that section of it to be done as like an actual butcher block. But I've thought more about it and I don't want to let myself use it like that. I don't want to like get cut marks and, you know, fuck up the wood any bit. So I don't think I'm going to do that after all. I think I am going to finish with the polyacrylic. Technically, you can still cut food on it if you want, but you risk also having little chips of polyacrylic getting in your food to then eat. Don't recommend that. So I still do have to finish this piece over here, which I might take you along for. If I don't decide to do that, I do have the other stuff here. We have like a formal cleaner and then a cutting board oil. This is conditioner. So again, this is if you have unstained wood. Point is, we now have butcher block countertops. I did want to go with the darker stain because that's just what I like. And I've been going back and forth on what I want to do with the cabinets. Initially, I said that I might paint them. When it was the stainless steel look, I really was kind of getting into the idea of the yellow. I'll insert some pictures of like the inspiration that I found. Pinterest, obviously. So this is kind of like what I was thinking, going for like a retro vibe. If you know me, you know I like a retro vibe. I was on board with that. But then when I learned that it wasn't going to be stainless, When I learned it wasn't going to be stainless steel countertops, I was like, I don't know if I want yellow. Like, that wouldn't be my first choice. But since they've been installed, I think it kind of looks like really nice. Like, the colors do go really well together, and painting them would be such a bitch. I'm starting to get to the point of, not even starting to, I don't do well with change in these kinds of ways, like the loud noises and everything being everywhere, things constantly getting dirty, having to live in such different ways, periods of not having a sink, not being able to just use your kitchen normally. I don't know, when I can't function normally, I'm sure that's a many people thing, I just don't handle it very well. And this has been super prolonged because we're doing it ourselves, aka my brother's doing the bulk of it himself because I'm pretty useless. It's just taking a long time, and he's a business owner himself, so he's super busy. He has to travel a lot for work. Because of that, we've just hit a lot of roadblocks. It's literally been like 2 or 3 months now since we pulled out those cabinets, and we're still not done. We still have not a good ways to go, but we still have a little bit to go. Point is, I'm still unsure if I'm going to be painting the cabinets. I want to wait until there's a few more details done before I decide that, but I do have a backsplash ordered. I will insert them here as well. I don't have them yet. I should be here probably next week. If I do paint the cabinets, I'm probably gonna do burgundy. I love like a dark, moody sort of moment. And of course, I looked up more inspo. I will put it here. I really love the look of this. Like, really love the look of this. So a piece of me is like, paint the cabinets, do it, shake your dreads. Ah! Like, that's me with burgundy cabinets. But considering how like burnt out I'm getting with the whole thing, I'm gonna wait and I'm going to install the backsplash first. From this picture specifically, I was like, I want that. I want the whole thing. So I ordered pretty much that exact backsplash that I do think will look nice even if I do keep the cream. I think that'd be like a really nice accent color, and I could throw in a few other little burgundy accent colors too. So I'm gonna wait until I have that to figure out what I want to do with the cabinets, because again, it's just gonna be a bitch to paint them. I mean, maybe I'm making it out too worse than it would be, but I don't know. I just feel like with the coating on these cabinets, they're very like, I don't know, they're like wrapped in something. You can kind of see it in a couple spots where they've worn down. It's like a wrap of sorts. And my brother keeps being like, I wouldn't paint them because that's gonna suck and like, it's not gonna last well and as stubborn as I am, and as much as I like to not do the things that I'm told, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't creeping in my mind of like, do I want to do that and potentially have it just be shit or start peeling or whatever in 3 months time, you know what I mean? Like, I hate doing things. I hate upkeep, I should say. I like doing things, but I hate upkeep. If I have to regularly upkeep on something, I'm probably never going to. Hence reason number 2 for not doing that one with the oil and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna leave it. Even if I want to paint them down the road, I can do that. I don't have to paint them now. I can paint them at any time. So that's the whole debacle on that front. I don't know if I talked about the dishwasher. We had my uncle come install the dishwasher that we had, which was a secondhand dishwasher, but it turns out it was leaking from multiple points, like a lot. So that had to be thrown away. I did cry. I did cry a lot about it because the plan was not to buy a new dishwasher. We were only doing a dishwasher because it was given to us for free. I know it seems so foolish, but I hadn't realized, I have not understood the luxury that is a dishwasher until living on my own without one. I mean, there are bigger problems and I'm aware of that, but in trying to like manage my everyday life and someone that has mental illness, ADHD, PTSD, I can get overwhelmed with things easily, and I was getting to a point where I wasn't even wanting to use any dishes, not even wanting to cook, and having to wash them after. And again, I know that is a very privileged problem to have, but it was still like if I could have a dishwasher, oh my god, it would really help. I'm not working at the moment because of my mental health. I find everyday life very challenging, which is not at all part of this video, but just to say, for someone like me, tools like that are incredibly useful for daily life. So I had a little breakdown, and I felt bad about having a breakdown because I'm like, girl, get over it. But we ended up finding another one. God bless my brother. I feel so undeserving of the help that he has given me throughout all my life and throughout all like, if I weren't living here, he would not be going this above and beyond for this kitchen renovation, and I'm very aware of that and very grateful for that and for him. And yeah, another sappy thing that's not the point. You are not here for sap, you're here for the reno. We ended up finding one on sale for like a very good price, and my brother had this like, I don't know, some kind of deal that they give you for your birthday at Home Depot. Regardless, he made it work because he's literally the best, and now I have an actual dishwasher. I've already used it once, and it was literally magical. I can't even... like, this is 30. This is 30! less than a year until my 30th birthday, and I feel it. Not like in most areas of life, but here, right this, with the dishwasher, I understand. I understand aging, because I actually could have cried happy tears doing a load of dishes in a dishwasher. If you live on your own, or like you live in an apartment, or you don't have a dishwasher, period, especially if you have like a tiny sink, you will know the struggle that it is just like so fucking annoying every single goddamn day. It hooks up to my phone. I control it all from there. It lets me know when they're done. Like, thank you. My brother literally lives upstairs, so I mean, like, could be praying, also could be literally thanking him because he's like right up there. So you will see over here, I have these two massive units. I think I've already talked about these units, how like one is a fridge, the other one's a freezer. Exact same unit that can have either function, which is great. However, I'm aware that it looks kind of crazy. Granted, it is a little taller than I was anticipating. If you recall, there was like this piece of cabinetry was just two pieces. They were up top, and we weren't really sure what we were gonna do with it. Initially, my brother was just gonna fill this top section in. However, me being annoying, I was like, especially with these are drawers, like these are two like big pull-out drawers. I was like, I could really use the extra storage. I have a lot of gadgets, I have a lot of stuff, baking stuff for my cats, containers, I don't know. You learn over time that you need storage and like as much of it as you can get. These two pull out from up here, I can't reach it. I'm not gonna be able to put anything of use up there. So my brother built on from those cabinets to make it big enough for both of them, and it's like this big strong structure. And biggest thing, it's on wheels. Sounds weird, I'm aware, but I really wanted to make use of this space and have these cabinets underneath here. My brother, however, being logical, was like, okay, but this apartment is already so cramped, and like trying to move furniture in and out with, you know, the parameters that are here, it's challenging. I'll give it to him, it is. So I had the idea, well, what if we had it on wheels, maybe wheels that could lock, so that we can just wheel them out together when we need to move things, and then just push them back. Genius, am I right? So that's what he did, and of course I wasn't really thinking about the additional height. So I think on first glance it looks kind of bizarre, and I'll agree with you there. However, I don't think it's gonna look as weird when this is actually finished. Like right now, this is obviously just a big DIY, like weird thing, but there's gonna be two cabinet doors in front of the two like open crevices on the outside. And this one's gonna be like an actual finished shelf. So I think that will help it not look as weird. In addition, it's gonna be closed in with a wall on this side, like a half wall that goes down to the floor, just to sort of make it look normal when you walk in. Maybe if I stand back this way, you can see better. So like this right here would be a half wall that is also collapsible. So I think having that finished, and we might even put just like a little strip on top to like seal it in to make it look like it's built in. Functionality wise, it's actually kind of perfect. I'll pop you here. At the moment, they're a little unstable. We do have a system so that they're not gonna fall. However, when you open this, it's like really the perfect height. Up here is only gonna be used for condiments anyways because it's so tiny. Balsamic vinegar, like that literally won't fit. So anything that's long like that, I just put up here. And this is all like the perfect height. Like I don't have to reach down for anything. It's all eye level, so like I can literally see what's actually in everything. And having ADHD, that's very helpful. Same with the freezer side. Like it really does actually work. It just looks peculiar because it's different. Obviously it's different, but it really is a much better use of the space. And I think again, once it's all finished in, like it's not even gonna look weird. I think it's gonna look really cool actually. We're also gonna see if we could put two like hook type handles right here. You can drill into this kind of stuff sometimes. My brother has to figure that out a little bit more, but we might also see if there's a way to get like a handle more in this vicinity so you don't have to reach every time. But even so, for the most part, I'm someone that really likes things to look nice. I very much like aesthetics. I very much like things looking pretty, but at the same time, I also need it to be practical. I need it to work, especially in this state of my life and living in like a semi-small apartment. I really want to also make the best use of the space. So if sacrificing a little bit of that aesthetic for function, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, I won't talk your ear off for much longer, but step number one is getting the frame up for that collapsible wall. It's a tiny wall that's framed out with 2x4s, attached with a piano hinge, finished with shiplap. The same shiplap that we used for that little section by the stove. Are you excited to be famous after this?
God, I hope not. I don't think it's a real concern, but...
First of all, ouch. Second of all...
Got news for you. Probabilities are not on your side.
No.
Alright, catastrophizers, let's prove him wrong and make this video go ultra viral. Share this to 100 of your closest friends. Like, comment, subscribe, like it again. Obviously, I'm joking. I hope that's obvious. And I apologize actually for that. But if you would actually just go ahead and like the video, and while you're at it, subscribe if you haven't done so. I'd appreciate it. Okay, thank you. I will shut up, and you can enjoy a nice, lovely montage of whatever this is. I have no idea what to call this. This ordeal. Enjoy the ordeal.
It's definitely not perfect, but part of that I think is the wood as well.
Yeah. Alright, so now we gotta roll this guy out again.
Okay. The same way that we did before, or straight out?
No, same way. It can't come straight out because of the length of the cords. I don't plug in the fridges. That needs a hinge. Hinge some more. That's probably good.
Now what do you need me to do?
Good enough.
I don't mean to laugh. That's wiggling. Look at that top thing. Look at the
I
top.
know. It's going to until the rest of the stuff gets fastened on. I didn't want to cross brace it. Cross bracing would have added more depth, so I intentionally did not cross brace it. Yours then needs to come out a little bit before this one can go in. Alright, there you go. Straight back.
Sweet.
So, intention was never to have it completely free moving, but it was the ability to strip it down without having to completely tear it apart. Like, you gotta move that couch out, that couch ain't coming out in one piece. There we go.
Out of... Would you look at that?
You're gonna come, basically just hold it up there.
Woo!
The whole thing's actually sturdy and stable.
Hell yeah, it is.
So,
Alrighty, but that brings us to the end of the 5th installment of this renovation series. Who's proud of made it this far, huh? I am. I certainly am. The next installment, aka the final installment, the big reveal, that's gonna be coming out a week from today. That's right, I'm scheduling a post. Time TBD, but next Sunday, the last day of November, the grand finale of this very chaotic, very DIY, somewhat budget-friendly renovation will be up. With it, there's also gonna be a fun little announcement. And it may have to do with Vlogmas. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. It would also just mean the world to me if you did. If you want to show some more support, you can give this video a big thumbs up. You could share it. You could turn on the little post notifications. Any which way you interact, just know that I really, really appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching this video, for hanging out with me, and I really hope that I will see you in the next one, aka Sunday, a week from today. I'll see you here. Okay, bye!